This tutorial will show you how to set up a quiz in your Angel gradebook. Go to Lessons, Add Content, Assessment, give it a title, you can put in a brief description. You can also put in a subtitle. Next, you will hit the Access tab at the top. Make sure that your screen is viewable by students. If there is a cutoff date for the quiz, check the box, put the cutoff date. Put the cutoff time. I'll leave it as 3:30 p.m. Always make sure that your PMs and AMs are checked because it can create some problems. That's it on that page. Next, go to the Interaction tab. We're going to stop accepting submissions for this on September 30th. Just to double check, let's go back. No, September 28th. September 28th at 3:30 p.m. Decide how you want to display your questions, either all at once or a question at a time. I typically show them all at once so that they can go ahead and answer the easy ones, and it sets up a little less intimidation. Determine the order that you want the questions to appear. If I'm giving the quiz in class, I typically will randomize the order in which the questions are delivered and randomize the order of each question's answer options, just in case they're cheating. Scroll down and determine how many attempts you want to allow. I'll choose 2. Under validation, I will allow but issue a warning. Also show the save button. This lets students know how many attempts they have left at taking the quiz. If I'm in class, I typically will limit the quiz. Put in how many minutes. You want to also provide a warning. Typically 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how long of a quiz it is. Check the box that says automatically submit assessment when time expires. Scroll over to the Assignment tab. Under Milestone Settings, choose your task type, hit the drop-down box. This will be an item completion. We don't want to manually mark anything. The due date for this assignment is September 28th. Make sure that date is in there. Under Gradebook Settings, this is where it might get tricky. If you have not set up your gradebook, hit this drop-down box and select New Assignment. Give the assignment a title. If your gradebook is not set up, you can go to Other and you can create a new category. So I'll call this category Quizzes. My grade book isn't set up yet, so right now I'm just going to say that the weight is 0. But if you have 10% or 5% of your grade attributed to quizzes, then you could select that. Hit add. Next, you will need to determine how many points your quiz is worth. I'll just make it worth 25. Calculation type. Typically, if I'm allowing more than one shot at taking the quiz, I like to use the maximum score. Students may take the quiz twice, but they may actually score higher on the first try, so we want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now you can hit save. Your workspace will now show up. You will see the assessment editor and the at a glance tab. What we'd like to do now is add a question. Decide what type of question. For benefit of this tutorial, I'm just going to choose true or false. I don't usually give my questions a title, and we leave the field ID blank, but you will need to put how many points the quiz is worth, the question is worth. So I'll make this one worth 2 points. And then type in your question text. Then you'll have to decide whether or not the statement that you typed is true or false. The city of Laredo is in the state of Missouri. That's false, so we will select that box. If you'd like to provide feedback for correct answers or incorrect answers, you can do that. For incorrect answer, we'll say not quite. If you want feedback for correct answers, you could say correct. Then you scroll down and you will see add to the question bank, and the default, I believe, is checked. I've never checked the question bank, so I really don't know. So I'll just leave it like it is. And then you have the option to save and create a new. Hit the drop down box and decide what type of question you want to ask next. So I will say true or false again, just to run through it one more time. And hit save and create new. Let's try it again. In the question text, we will have 5 major assignments. And then you can say that this one is false and incorrect answer. You don't have to put in correct answer feedback or incorrect answer feedback, but it's a little motivation for students if they can see that they answered the question correctly. If you're done, just say save. So as you can see now, this quiz has 2 questions in it. This is what's going to happen when the student logs in. Let me just give you the student view. The student will go into lessons, and wherever you put the quiz, that's where it is. So Let's try this one, how to set up a quiz on Angel. And as you can see, this tells the students how many attempts they have, how long it takes them, how long the quiz will be open, and how many points the quiz is worth. When they begin, it tells them again, this assessment is time limited, so they need to pay attention to the remaining time in the upper right hand corner. So I'm going to continue as a student. And here are the two questions. We will have 5 major assignments this semester. That's, excuse me. Let's just see what happens if I select true. The city of Laredo was in the state of Missouri. That's false. Now I'm going to submit. As you can see in this upper right hand corner, it tells the students how many minutes they have left. This was only 2 questions, didn't take long at all. So let's just submit. They get a prompt letting them know that they're going to submit it. They'll say okay, and you can see that they got one of the questions wrong. So it allows them to continue for the second try. They have 1 attempt left. Let's begin. Continue. The city of Laredo is in Missouri. That's false. We will have 5 major assignments this semester. That's also false. Submit. Okay. 100%. Great. All right, that's it for this tutorial. If you have any other questions, let me know. Bye.